If you want to start streaming on high quality settings while you do gaming with no FPS drops, or maybe you just want to do a high quality stream overall, but you are not looking to spend that much money, this video is going to be for you. When it comes to streaming, some components are going to be slightly different to a normal gaming PC build. And trust me, if you're a beginner and you make a mistake, you might get a PC that's good for gaming but not good for streaming. So if you are on a tight budget and you want to start your streaming career, trust me, at the end of this video you will have a system that's excellent for your needs. And if you're a beginner, don't worry, I will explain what this PC is capable of running so you have no doubts in your mind. You will have the links to all of the components down below in the video description. That being said, let's start. For the CPU, we have the AMD Ryzen 5 5600. This is a 6-core 12-thread processor that's excellent for both gaming and streaming. Honestly, you will have no issues even with a high-end GPU. So if you want to upgrade this PC over time with better GPUs, the Ryzen 5 5600 will most likely not bottleneck your GPU. Then for the CPU cooler, we have the Thermal Right Assassin ARGB CPU cooler. Now this one is only $18 and it's going to get your CPU noise levels down. But you can get away with the stock AMD cooler for free. So if you want to save around $20, just stick with the AMD stock cooler and you will be just fine. And for the motherboard, we have the Gigabyte B550M Aorus Elite Micro ATX motherboard for just $100. Nothing too crazy about this motherboard, but it's going to get the job done for both gaming and streaming, and the price is really decent at the moment. Then for the memory kit, we have the Silicon Power Gaming 32 gigs of RAM kit. If you want to do streaming, I do recommend you choosing 32 gigs of RAM over 16 gigs, especially if you have two monitors or if you're going to be multitasking while streaming. You can get away with 16 gigs of RAM, but I don't recommend it, especially because right now 16 gigs of RAM is about $20 cheaper, so the price difference is not that huge. Then for the storage, we have the MSI M450 1TB of Gen 4 SSD for $28. Honestly, really cheap, and it's going to get the job done for both gaming and streaming. And trust me when I say, when it comes to FPS, having a better SSD is not gonna give you more performance. So if you spend anything more than this for gaming or streaming, you're just wasting your money, unless you have a really high budget. And for the graphics card, we have the Intel Arc A750 going for $220. The reason why I went Intel is because of the AB1 encoding, which is going to make your streaming look way better than any other streaming encoder. When it comes to gaming performance, it has around the same performance as the RTX 3060, so on a 14 game average at 1080p high quality settings, you're going to be able to average around 120 FPS, so you will have no issues with any title at 1080p. And then at 1440p, you're going to be able to average around 85 FPS, once again on high quality settings, but it's going to depend on the game here, because at 1440p, some AAA titles require more than 8 gigs of VRAM, but honestly, at this price level, you are getting an excellent GPU, and you can also play at 1440p depending on the game and the settings. If you want to run esports titles, you will have no issues with games like Valorant, CSGO or Fortnite, and you will be able to run those 1080p competitive settings at above 200 FPS on average. If you have more money to spend, the other GPU I would consider is the RTX 4060 for $290. I usually don't recommend this GPU for gaming, but it is the cheapest graphics card from Nvidia that has AV1 encoding, so if you want the highest quality while streaming, this one is not a bad option, especially if you want to play at 1080p and not 1440p. Also, it's going to be about 15% faster than the Intel Arc A750, so you will be getting better performance overall for gaming as well. However, if you want to do just gaming, you can get a way better system with a GPU that has 12 gigs of VRAM and is going to perform around 30% faster than the Intel Arc A750. I made a video about that PC and it's on my best gaming PC builds of the month in 2023 for all budgets, and it's going to be the first PC, the $700 1080p Ultra / 1440p high PC. So as I said before, if you're going to do just gaming for around the same price, you're gonna get a much better performance, and you will have that video in the top right of the screen. And also that system is great for streaming as well, but if you want to prioritize streaming quality, then the two PCs on this video are going to be better options. Then for the case, we have the Bitfinex Snowband Mesh Micro ATX Mini Tower case. This one has a front mesh panel, 3 RGB fans, no complaints here. It's going to have plenty of airflow for both of the systems I mentioned, and it's only $60. And last but not least, the power supply. We have the Apivia Prestige 600 watt 80 plus gold power supply for just $52. CT rated unit, meaning that it's going to be really good quality for this type of build. The total price for the system with the Intel Arc A750 is going to be $670, and you're going to be getting an excellent streaming PC for the price that you're paying. And then if you want the RTX 4060 because you want slightly better performance and maintaining streaming quality, total price is going to be $740 by the time that I'm recording this video. Maybe when you're watching this, it's a bit more expensive or a bit cheaper. As I said at the beginning, you have the links in the description so you can check those out to see how much you're going to be spending when you're watching this video. And maybe you have a different need. Maybe you want streaming, gaming, but also content creation on a budget. Or maybe you want a PREBUILT PC that's going to perform the same as this system and you don't want to spend that much. That's completely fine. That's why I do recommend you clicking in the top link in the description to get personal PC help with me, where I will guide you through everything depending on your budget and your needs. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.